A lot of people, they just don't tell you about their engagement with food, their enjoyment of food. They tell you about eating less. They tell you about the mind trick up here that makes your stomach think down there that it's full. Then they're not telling you about their experience with food because they're focusing on the bigger things. Am I losing weight? Am I getting nauseous? Do I have side effects? How is this working for me? And what's the process? Can I stab myself? How long is this taking? What's my energy level? Those kinds of things. And those are critical. Well, look, I got it. Here it is, my very own Wegovy. A week ago, I didn't even know what this was. A few days ago, I didn't know if I could get a prescription. And yet here I am, I have it. But now what the heck does it mean? What am I gonna do? What's going to be the outcome? So much I don't know, but I'm going to share as I go down this path. I'm both excited and scared, okay? I'll put that down right now. I can tell you I'm scared. Well, first of all, you've got to jab yourself. That means an injection. I don't like needles, okay? I just don't. I don't like to draw blood, give blood. I don't even like blood. I never wanted to be a doctor. I'm not a doctor. So please don't take anything I have to say as medical advice. But heck, can I get over that hurdle? Because the first thing is the fear. I've got this, guess what? Not only do I have it, but my insurance covered it. So I paid $25. That's for a 1 month supply. That's 4 shots. That's $1,300. In terms of what these guys charge for it. I wasn't going to do that. But I did get insurance to pay, and I do have it now, and so I have an opportunity. Either do something or do nothing. And I'm gonna do something, I hope. We'll see what happens tonight when I get home. That's my plan. My plan is to take it at night. I read a lot about the side effects also. So once you get beyond the jab, which is for me going to be down here in the thigh, there's the big issue of what the heck happens. Am I gonna get nausea? Am I gonna have diarrhea? Yuck, yuck, yuck. Or constipation. That's just yuck, yuck, yuck. Too much information there, but that's what people talk about. That's what they encounter. Also fatigue, or those seem to be the major ones. And so you just don't know. You've got to go down the path. And unless you start here, unless I start here, we'll never know. I'll never know. And hopefully down the road will be a much healthier me, a much thinner me, and a much happier me. I'm excited about the opportunity again. I'm scared. I don't know that I can actually inject myself, but I'm going to try. I believe I'm going to try. That's all I can say right now. So if you see more of me, it means I'm progressing, because I probably won't do any more videos if I just do nothing. Okay? That would be bad. And I don't want to be wasting time myself doing videos, let alone telling you that that's what I'm doing. So those will just cease and desist, and you will soon see that fall off the landscape and be no more. But I expect that I'll get over it. I mean, after all, so many other people have done this. I surely can do this, and I will figure it out, and I will report back, and we'll see. Because I learned a lot from a lot of other YouTube videos. You, not Marilyn Monroe, but other people's videos out there in YouTube land. And that made me comfortable that if all these people are out there doing it, I can do it. And so, to some extent, if I can make you feel comfortable, and maybe this is holding me accountable as well a little bit, then I'm all for it. Giddy up, let's do it. So, I've got my box. I've got 4 shots. I'm starting at 25 milligrams, and I'm going down the path, which can be a life changer. Here's what I want to tell you. I want to report what it's like to eat with this, not what it's like to fast or to not eat. We all know that this tricks your brain into thinking that you're full. I have not seen too many YouTube episodes on just how people feel about eating. Do they lose entirely their love of food? Or do you just go down to eating smaller and smaller portions, which is very healthy? So I don't know that. I mean, I'd like to continue to enjoy food in smaller portions and to eat healthier and to just be healthier. So that's the outcome I'm looking for. But I don't know how this drug influences that, or whether you just give up the enjoyment of food. I don't know. Again, it's a journey. But I don't hear a lot of people talking about it. I don't hear a lot of people discussing just sort of their engagement with food. They're just saying they're eating less, And they say what they're eating. They're having carrots and hummus. A lot of carrots and hummus out there. I got to tell you guys. You say, a lot of people, they just don't tell you about their engagement with food, their enjoyment of food. They tell you about eating less. They tell you about the mind trick up here that makes your stomach think down there that it's full. But they don't tell you about what they're going through, whether they like food anymore. Then they're not telling you about their experience with food. Not for any reason. I think just most people are admitting it because they're focusing on the bigger things. Am I losing weight? Am I getting nauseous? Do I have side effects? How is this working for me? And what's the process? Can I stab myself? How long is this taking? What's my energy level? Those kinds of things. And those are critical because, if you can't get over those, or if you're having particularly bad experiences there, well, any of this little other stuff about sort of what I call more of a lifestyle effect, it just doesn't matter. So we want it to matter, and we hope it's okay, and we're sharing this information. But this is an area that I want to understand myself and obviously share with you as I go through it. And that's what I intend to do. But let's start with number one. Am I able to get over the fear? I do plan on doing it at night. People have been saying, and so I'm listening to these people. People have been saying that if you do it at night, well, the good thing is you're going to trick yourself because you're going to be asleep, and so you're not going to feel the side effect. I don't know. Well, I can wake up pretty easily, so I'm not sure about that. But that's interesting and a good theory. So why not have all the theories on your side? That's what I'm doing. Put them all on my side, stack them way up, because that's what I'm looking to do. Have all the opportunity as much as possible and as few of the drawbacks. So if you can sleep through some of the side effects and some of the negatives, of course, let's go do it. I'm thumbs up, double thumbs up, whatever the heck. I plan on taking my shot around 10:30 at night. Not that I need to go right to sleep, but the idea is that if I have side effects like nausea or other things, that potentially I can't sleep through a big part of it. So yes, I'm going to follow these people's path and take it at night, and then we'll see what happens going forward. But that's my intention. And then we'll see what happens as we step it up. That's my plan, that this does get stepped up, and I will see how I respond and how I'll feel. If I can get over the first big hurdle, can I stab myself? I do think the pen is very creative. The way that it works, I didn't really totally understand until I got it. This little gray thing here, this is spring-loaded. I don't want to have the needle come out and just accidentally spike me in my finger. Oh, that would be great. I'm bleeding before I even start anything, and it's in the wrong place, and I waste a whole capsule, so I'm not trying to do that. But as you push this against your body, whether it's your arm, your belly, or your thigh, it goes down, the needle sticks in. At least that's the story, but now that I see it, it's a smartly designed instrument, so it just does not look as intimidating. They call it a pen. Well, you can't write with it, but it does resemble a pen. And sort of, I thought there was going to be a ballpoint action at the top here. Well, that's not the case. This just sort of, comes out and sticks into you, and you hold it for a little bit. I think the worst part is going to be the jab and not the holding it for a little bit. That's my experience with drawing blood, and that's my expectation here. So we're just going to have to see. And this is my new tool, and we're off on a whole new experiment, potentially a whole new lifestyle, and potentially a whole new life. So again, stay tuned. If you see more of me, it means that this is progressing and I have something to say. If you never see this ever again, well, I'll probably delete it and make it private, but otherwise, what's happened. It hasn't worked for me for whatever reason. I may just share that. I probably won't come on and say, hey, I'm too scared to stand. I just can't stab myself. I can't stab myself. I can't stab myself. Well, right now, that's a little bit in my mind. But I am actually saying I can. I will. Everybody else has done it. I can do it. And so we're going to get there. That's my belief. Anyway, until then, thank you and stay tuned.